Hey everybody, this is Alchemisted, and it's been a bit of a hiatus over the summer. I've been playing a few games, and I've been trying to fix some footage. I recorded the latter half of Resident Evil Revelations in one sitting, and there is something I have to address before I upload this footage. It's being uploaded immediately after this audio log. There is something I have to address, and that's the fact that it's so damn quiet. I really don't know what happened here. It was really loud in my headphones. In fact, I think I'll mention the fact at some point in the footage that's coming up that I am not even wearing my headphones, really. I'm wearing them around my neck because it's so loud in my headphones. But for some reason, the audio comes through super quiet in the footage. And I just don't know what's going on here. It shouldn't be quiet. It was incredibly loud. I was actually quite worried that I was not going to be heard over this. But I was going. I was going to get this game done. And it turned out that for whatever reason, I don't know, maybe there was an application interfering with the game or what have you. The audio went from just incredibly loud to incredibly quiet in the footage. And I still have not figured out just what the hell went wrong there. But it's the latter half to the last third of the game. Sorry about that. This microphone is giving up the ghost rapidly, so I'm going to have to invest in a new one soon. I don't know where anything went, what went wrong, or what happened, or what was interfering with the application, or why the footage is so quiet. None of the settings are off. I've tried recording with... I've already recorded the first two sessions of my next playthrough, and the audio's fine. Aside from the dying microphone, of course. But, so I don't know what went wrong here. Got no idea. And it's the last half to last third of the game. It's all the way through to the end, the footage that's coming up. So I'm not, it sucks that it's so quiet, but I'm not about to go play half the game over again and record half the game over again. I'm not about to do that. So, sorry for the quiet volume. I don't know what the hell caused it. I'm probably not going to be revisiting Resident Evil Revelations for some time. I'll probably revisit the game in a stream or something, and maybe, hopefully, the volume behaves then. But for now, this is going to be the end of that playthrough. The footage coming up is all the way to the end. And, a little bit, and, a couple clips at the end of, the next playthrough I'm doing, which the first session did not go well at all. You'll see. Yeah. Sorry for the hiatus. I've been enjoying the summer, having the crap beat out of me by the job I picked up to support this hobby, and a lot of times I come back from this job dead. Just dead. So yeah, I tend to reserve recording for weekends and such, which is probably why the updates were so irregular. I'm going to try and do something about that. But right now, I have enough footage to cover the major playthrough updates through the month. So, probably even further than that, actually. So that's done. In addition, I'm going to try and record some Star Trek Online tomorrow night, actually. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to be going through the Cardassian storyline. I'm going to get the Cardassian storyline done. This isn't going to be a Rise of the Red Shirt thing. This is just going to be me playing through the Cardassian storyline to make sure that it's covered, because it's probably all going to be changed with the third expansion that's coming up at some point, probably next year. And I just want it covered so that the oldish versions are there, because these versions have been tweaked for writing, and they've been tweaked a little bit for scripting, but they're still largely from release. They're still largely the versions of these missions from release, so I want to have them covered. And that means that I'm going to have to like play through like 20 fucking missions. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be playing all the way from Suspect to Cage of Fire. Everything until the 2800. The 2800 I will cover when the time to cover the Cardassian arc comes. I may begin a season with the 2800. But the reason I'm doing this, outside of Rise of the Red Shirt, is because for the next season of Rise of the Red Shirt, I am going to have to cover the Wasteland storyline, the revised Romulan arc, and New Romulus. And I may cover the 2800. I may. But that's already a huge number of stuff that I have. That's a huge amount of stuff already that I have to go through. And thankfully, the revised Romulan arc isn't nearly as horrible and tedious and soul-crushing a slog as the original Romulan arc was, even though a few things got removed that really did not have to be removed. It is much better. It is so much better. It was so bad. It was terrible, guys. Okay, Season 2 was terrible. Season 2 destroyed me. That's the reason why I haven't come back. It's because Season 2 largely burned me the fuck out of doing that. Because of how bad the Romulan storyline was. Holy shit. This will be better. This will be better. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. Knocking on wood. And I think that's about it. I'm probably going to come up... what I'm going to use... I think I may have mentioned this before, but I'm probably going to be using Twitch as the monkey... to get the monkey off my back. Part, like the monkey off of back division of SF-Versus, because there's a lot of games that I kind of like left hanging, that I walked away from. Doom 3 because my hard drive got fried, for example. Yeah. So there's a lot of games that I'm gonna like go back to and revisit, probably through Twitch, to get them done. And something else that I have to do is Parasite Eve 2. Once upon a time, I completed an LP of Parasite Eve 2, but I did not get the true ending, and I said I would revisit it. That's probably something I'm going to use Twitch for, as well as JRPGs. And I'm probably going to... and I'm not going to hammer out a regular schedule for that. Not sure when that regular schedule is going to be, but... there will be a video soon on what the Twitch schedule is and what I'm going to be doing first. Probably Doom 3. It's probably Doom 3. It may be Doom 3. Anyways, that's it for now. That's what's been going on, and why the hiatus, and yeah. Probably not going to cover... Beat Revelations 2 as well. I'm probably not going to cover that one. I'm not going to cover that one for a while. Even now that it runs, that game has problems, man. That game has some serious problems. Most of them I can sum up with the name Barry Burton. And that's tragic, considering I really do like Barry Burton's character, and I really do like his story in this game, but a lot of the things that he does are just like horde mode bullshit. Like, it doesn't feel like a horror game. It doesn't feel like... it's scary, but mostly because of the, like, what dickish things they're gonna throw at you next. Like the instant kill invisible enemies that they'll just spawn at random places. Like, literally, they spawn one of these things during Claire's playthrough. They spawn one of these things, like, right in the middle of a place you have to run down on a timer. So, the first time you play through this, it's like playing the original Half-Life. You're not gonna know there's instant death waiting there for you until it's killed you. And that's shitty game design. Like, yes, there should be danger, yes, there should be challenge, but instantly killing the player with an invisible enemy, that's just fucking around. That's just fucking the player over to pad the length of a scenario. Like, I got no problem with, like, numbers. Well, I have a problem with numbers. But again, those numbers would have been significantly more workable without the instant kill invisible enemies. And if you don't know what I mean, go look up the Resident Evil Revelations 2 stream that I did. Yeah. That was not fun. Dealing with Glasps is not fun. Glasps are, like, miserable. Glasps are shit. They are the sort of thing that was really cool, like, at one point in the game, and then they just got overused for the rest of the game. And here's what they are, if you don't know what they are. A Glasp is like this, like, human, like this, Jeff Goldblum human fly thing that is completely invisible until it's dead. And, like, all you can do is, like, you can hear it, and the nearer you get to it, like, the screen starts going all weird. But you can't see it, and the only way you have to hit this thing is to either waste ammo like a madman, spraying around until you hit something, and then aim at that. And we saw how well that went in Star Trek Nemesis when Picard tried it with a fucking starship capable of leveling a continent. You are not quite as destructive as that. You can either do that, or you can rely on this NPC to, like, point in a vague direction for you to shoot, and, like, give you, like, pointers, like, to the right! To the right! Like I'm having, like, fucking the Coltrane from Gears of War spotting for me. You know, it's... Actually, that sounds like it would be fun, but... You get what I mean. It's not fun. It's not the Coltrane. It's not fun. It's a little kid, like, pointing in a vague direction, like, telling you to, like, shoot at, like, this, like, invisible thing that is moving. So, like, half the time you shoot at it, your shots are just gonna go wide. So, the Glasps are there entirely to force you to waste ammo trying to kill them. That is the only purpose they serve. They're not scary, they're aggravating. Like, they were spooky. Like, they're spooky if you're going through an area you know is full of Glasps. Like, when they were used well when they were used the best in the game is when they were unexpected, but you had room to deal with them, or when you knew you were going through an area that was full of them, and you were just trying to, like, weave through them, so you didn't have to waste ammo. And every once in a while, the little kid that was accompanying you would go, like, "It's coming towards us," you know, and then you'd, like, frantically, like, switch to her to, like, look around for this thing. You know, that's when they were effectively used, is when it would be creepy for them to be around. But more often than not, towards the latter half of the game, they're just thrown into an area like a regular-ass enemy, so that you're instantly killed, and it's not fun. It's not spooky, it's just shit. I don't like Glasps. You may be able to tell. Yeah, that's it. So, I've already recorded the first 2 sessions of the next game. I will leave the identity of the next game for you to discover in this footage and next week. And after we do that, and if I keep on this cycle of, like, 5-hour-long sessions, it won't take as long as you think. Although I am going to have to do some level grinding. I haven't been able to do level grinding in a week because I've been waiting for new composite cables for my PS3 because the old one broke. Surprise, something broke around here. So I'm going to put on, like, some Let's Plays and do some level grinding because I am an idiot. You'll see what I'm talking about. If you didn't already know, I'm an idiot. And, yeah. You'll see what I mean pretty much immediately in that playthrough, and you'll facepalm when I do it. 'Cause you know it's not gonna go well. This ain't Resident Evil 3. You can't just do that at the beginning of the game and expect it to go smoothly, like Resident Evil 3 did. Yeah, it's one of those. It's going to be one of those moments. But after... there's that pop again. Sorry, I really don't know what's causing that. I've tried... Again. What else is new? Everything's breaking around here. But, after we are done with that, we are going back to survival horror with Onimusha. And, I have the PS2 version of Onimusha right here. Wondering whether I should get the PS3 live version. Might be easier to record, but it may not be as genuine, if you know what I mean. I'll figure that out later. And so for now, that's what's been going on. I'm back again, and I will see you guys. How long does it take to upload? Like a 40-minute video, like about an hour? See you guys in an hour. Later.